had a doubt, felt like this is just a must. Put me in perspective, I'm the deepest in the cut. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now. We know I ain't ballin' yet. Hoes wanna holler, oh no, I don't call them back. Girl, let me see you hold it down, we gon' have a blast. Cause I just wanna know what you gonna do with all of that. Ain't gotta say a word, I know what's up. You can have it all, watch me rip it off. I'll admit it, you got me feeling hella loved. Even when it's going down, know that we gon' live it up. Young shot caller, always been a baller. Know that you the one, I can feel it in my heart, yeah. I won't stop charging me, go and come harder. I can see you and I, way beyond the stars, girl. I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. It feels right.
If you want gift reactions like these, shop items that will make everyone on your list feel heard. For original gifts that say, I get you, Etsy has it.
A little bit of light, a little bit of gold. Under pressure, you start to fold like a diamond from gold. Maybe you are something I cannot define. Maybe you are the fallen kind. I lay in bed with violence, the silent side of me. We see where fire starts to breathe. When I would lay in silence, the voice inside of me made me lose my mind right.
We're gonna burn it down. Burn it down. We're gonna burn it down. Burn it down. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder.
I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker.
Show them. Change the station with a new shit. Show them. Change the station with a new shit. Change the station. Change the station. Change the station with a new shit. With a new shit. Change the station. Change the station. Change the station with a new shit. With a new shit.
Hello.
Turn toward me and look so weak. I've never seen you with such tired eyes. And everything we said we'd be, we just traded for a suit coat and a tie. And underneath the rows of trees, I will see you where the ocean meets the sky. Under your toes, the fire grows. You are ready for a different kind of life. You're silent, bold, the wind is cold. You must return to the
I don't think they're going to be able to get to it quick enough.
Oh,
they do.
Mastro's really low. Try to keep out. Oh, Sombra gets Mela, but the revive from Mercy. And a huge barrage from Mela!
A little bit of loneliness, a little bit of disregard, handful of complaints, but I can't help the fact that everyone can see these scars. What I want you to want, what I want you to feel, but it's like no matter what I do, I can't convince you to just believe this is real. Let go, watching you, turn your back like you always do. Face away and pretend that I'm not, but I'll be here 'cause you're all that I got. I can't feel the way I did before. Don't turn your back on me. I won't be ignored. Time won't change this damage anymore.
Because I gotta be able to all that. I won't be ignored. I can't feel.
Don't turn your back on me. I won't be ignored. Time won't change. Don't turn your back on me. I won't be ignored.
3, 2, 1. Good evening, Buccaneer Nation. Welcome back to the final day of the NECC Fall Championships. We got Overwatch for you today. My name is Joshua Ingalls, president and founder of the esports club here at Charleston Southern University.
And I am David Barker, co-founder and community director of Reforged Gaming Lounge, the amazing host of this event. We are so happy to have you guys back. Last night was a lot of fun. We have a packed house tonight. The fact, so it's so crazy to see that we've got the idea of a bunch of people out here who are going to be able to actually enjoy this on the big screen.
Oh, yeah.
So like so many collegiate things that we see now are just like, hey, it's a bunch of guys in their rooms and you're seeing people on Twitch. But now we've got people watching it on the big screen. There are, I don't want to even turn around because it's us on the TV right now. Oh, goodness. But yeah, dude, it's awesome to have these guys. They've been here for about 30 minutes getting tuned up, getting ready. So it's looking to be an exciting night.
Oh, yeah. And especially compared to the Rocket League night, because I don't know how many people were there originally, just full of the hype. Now it's like even people just using the rest of your equipment here. It's almost completely full house, which is amazing, especially as the owner.
I know.
This is what you want to see.
Right. We've only been open for like 2 weeks now. And, you're the new kids on the block. You're trying to make a name for yourself, trying to get your name out there. And it's really cool to sort of have the best of both worlds where you get a lot of people in here, but it's also you're seeing it for an awesome cause to go not only grow our momentum, but to grow your all's momentum as the esports program is growing and getting that better infrastructure, getting that better support. So,
if you happened to tune in last night, we had the Rocket League Championship. Sadly, we fell 4-2 to UNC Asheville in a very tight series. I think there was only one game that wasn't decided by more than a goal.
Oh, true. I mean, there was game 4 was a little rough, but for the most part, it was a pretty tight match. The first 2 rounds were pretty much in CSU's favor, and then as the night sort of dragged on, it looks like Asheville was able to really pull up their own momentum, become really aggressive, sort of find their own game plan and their own momentum to really take on a good victory. But it was a solid season for both teams. CSU had almost a completely perfect season. Asheville secured a perfect season. So it was really the best 2 teams in the conference going at it, undisputed best 2 teams in the conference.
Great. Tonight with Overwatch, we have an amazing treat for all of you today. So we pull up our bracket quickly. In our division currently, there are 5 separate conferences. There's a Central Division, Northeast, Southeast, Midwest, Mideast. Those regional conferences. We're in the Southeast Conference, Southeast Finals. We're the only conference to not have the number 1 versus number 2 seed in the championship. Just a crazy little note that I noticed.
Right.
We have ourselves, the 4th seed, versus University of Alabama in Huntsville, the 6th seed, already coming in. A 3-0 sweep over the number 3 seed, UNC Wilmington. And then on Monday, a 3-1 win over the number 2 seed Warner.
That was a huge upset. Warner, like I mentioned to you last night, Warner was going in expecting to win. They were going in expecting to have a pretty good night, and the post-game breakdown on their stream was a lot of shock. Yeah. They did not realize that UAH would come in that aggressive, that they would come in and be that commanding in those following rounds. So good on UAH to be able to come back and have a pretty much an upset victory, which, hey, that makes for good TV.
Oh, yeah. And if you're Warner, you 3-0'd them in the regular season, right? It just shows how much Huntsville has really just grinded and improved over the course of the season. It looks like we got guys starting to get into the lobby. We'll quickly go over our own roster here. Going across the board here. Starting out, DPS, Matthew Hudges, a junior public health major. Plays a lot of Soldier 76. That is his bread and butter character.
Then we got Nias here under Nicholas Marsh here. He's a freshman electrical engineering major here. He plays quite a bit of Juno.
CSU's roster is led by tank player and Captain Connor Cook, a junior pre-professional biology major, wrecking ball all the way.
And then what's next? We've got our support here.
Stapler Blue Raptor.
Stapler Blue Raptor. There it is, under Thomas. He is a junior nursing major here. Plays a good bit of Ana, some Mercy, some Liliar. So we've got a quite a diverse roster there for his play style.
And finally, rounding it out is the all-purpose DPS Mela, or Jarrett Nadhar, sophomore criminal justice major. Plays just about every single DPS you can imagine. Genji, Cassidy, Hanzo, Widowmaker, Junkrat. The list goes on and on this competitive season.
Which is good. I mean, if you're able to have that deep of a roster of your own pool, then you can pretty much adapt to whatever you want to. If you're feeling really confident with one in a particular map or a particular event, you can pretty much just play what you're comfortable with.
Yeah. So transition over to the game screen and quickly tell you about Alabama Huntsville's roster. They are captained by support player Lullaby or Lena Duncan, cybersecurity major. We've mostly seen Juno out of her, especially in the Warder match. Played exclusively Juno, did extremely well playing as Juno. Their DPSs, Keptep and Opal Bison.
A lot of Genji, a lot of Cassidy.
We saw those. Opal Bison plays Genji basically exclusively. So we're going to see that tonight. Ketep switches between Cassidy, Sojourn, May. It's mostly Cassidy, however.
Okay.
Their tank player Strike or Luke Rack, an aerospace engineering major, which is really cool.
Right.
To
I
me.
mean, like, not gonna lie, that's a pretty awesome major. So he's he plays a lot of Ramatra. How do you
Maga.
Maga. Oh my god.
Yep.
And Sigma. There you go.
And then finally, rounding out the supports is Knights Decor, an Elari main through and through, the lowest ranked player on UAH's roster. And it's really weird how the ranks divvy out because UAH mostly platinum players. Lullaby is a diamond, and then Knights Decor is the I guess the weak link when it comes to Huntsville's roster at a silver 1, getting near gold, but it's still a big rank disparity.
Right. Okay. So we'll have to see if I mean, obviously he's already here at the big dance, so we're gonna be able to say we already know. No matter what his rank is, you know he's good enough to be here. So it'll be really interesting to see how the first match plays out here. I mean, the first one from last night, with even if it was a different game for Rocket League, you mentioned, hey, the first round, you're going to see a lot of feeling each other out, seeing how things are going. Everyone gets sort of like a feel for, okay, who's going to be aggressive first, who's going to dive in first, and but that can also lead to some very reactionary gameplay early on, so where we could easily see a really big scrap right at the very, very beginning.
Very much so. For those who are tuning in for one of the first times, this is going to be a best of 7 series going through multiple of Overwatch's game modes. it all starts on control. Standard, capture the point, hold it for 100%. I'll let you have this.
Oh, thank you.
You understand that
together.
more.
We'll be able to look together. Because we're at least for those of you scoring at home, we do have a cheat sheet. It's mostly just to be like, hey, this is what we know, what maps are coming up next, which rounds are coming up. So we'll be able to sort of break that down for you as the night continues. Professionals have cheat sheets. They just call them notes. You know that? They call them notes.
Since we have the webcam in the corner, first time we're doing this for Overwatch. So one of the, first time last stream is when we introduced the webcam, and then all this excellent equipment provided by David and the rest of Reforged Gaming. If you see me looking off in the corner, that's our second screen where, as president and manager of the rosters, I have to do some admin work.
Oh, of course.
In between commentating and whatnot. So,
no, it looks like CSU has sat back down. Looks like they went through a little bit of a team meeting right before. Now it looks like they're starting to take their seats. So we should see everyone getting in and jumping into the action here pretty soon.
Currently, CSU, as the higher seed, is the home team for this match, which is a very big advantage because they get to select the map for control. Alabama Huntsville gets to ban one single map, usually the map they just hate to play on, or just goes against their team composition as much as possible. So we're just waiting on that from Alabama Huntsville. Then we'll get map selection and get into the action.
All right.
Currently got 8 viewers in the chat.
Okay.
Excluding the live audience that we have here.
Oh yeah, no, we did. The live audience is much more. We have more. It's cool. It really is nice to see that sort of nice hybridization of live viewers and digital viewers. So I'm guessing that they're gonna submit their ban in the communications that you have going on with them right now.
I think they're gonna try to keep it within game chat.
Oh, okay.
Just because all tabbing out of Overwatch to do with League OS can be a bit of annoying.
Yeah.
This has been some great seasons for both CSU and Alabama Huntsville. With how the group stage works. We were in Group B in the Southeast Conference. Then we get all the even seeds. So Warner was the number 1 team out of our group. They got the 2 seed. We were the number 2 team, got the 4 seed. Alabama Huntsville, 6 seed, were the number 3 team. They took it to everyone throughout the season. Their only losses were to us and Warner. They've already gotten the revenge
on
for the
Warner
match. Yeah.
So are they going to pull off a double revenge? That's a rare sequel.
Yeah.
That's a rare sequel. It's more of like a Kill Bill scenario.
It's like football in a way, you can beat a team, but it's extremely difficult to beat a team twice, especially in a season. I think the same goes with Overwatch a lot. There's a lot of variety or a lot of differentiation. I can't remember if that's the right word or not.
Well, that's the thing is that if you lose to somebody in Overwatch, like say if you're a DPS and you underperformed, or your enemy or your opponent was able to outmaneuver you, use a crowd control, or just out DPS you, and you've got 3 months? You got 3 months to look at your skill set, your play style, and also your roster, which you use. And you've got at least 7 or 8 options which you can go with. Now, obviously, there's going to be a bit of a meta that you have to go with as well in terms of who's really a higher tier. But if you're able to bend into those other champions, you're able to potentially, shake up your strategy and go up against a completely new matchup. So, and that where you can potentially tilt yourself in the favor.
And we just got Nepal is going to be our control map for round 1. I think was that. I'm looking back at our cheat sheet. Siu, we had the pick in our regular season match against Huntsville. We went to Busan there, but we kind of switched between Busan and Nepal. So this is kind of an expected first map pick out of us. And Nepal is a beautiful map too. It's very nice.
That's one thing that I always have liked about Overwatch is that a lot of their maps are just gorgeous. Like, there's a lot of really good-looking maps. Obviously, there's people who have their own preferences, but aesthetically, they do have a lot of attention to detail. So when I was playing a lot more Overwatch 1, when the game first came out, people could just walk around and just explore the maps. Just be like, oh, wow, here's this little detail right here. Here's these little banners that are coming down, and you're able to, like, oh, tie that into whatever lore they have developed, tie that into whatever scene that they're in, and you can... At the beginning of those games, you can kind of really just appreciate that as just a fan. So it is nice to be able to, at least when you're competing, be able to be like, oh, this is at least we're hopping into the game. Here we go. See, look at that. Look at that loading screen. Absolutely gorgeous. The snow falling right there, the cracks in the rocks. Absolutely.
For the spectating, we had asked Huntsville because, per NECC rules, if both teams agree, spectators would be allowed to use the global spectator. So switching between both teams.
Every soldier needs a cause.
Just spectating our side throughout the entire match.
Yep, that's completely understandable though. And so we're just gonna make what we have here in terms of perspectives, but we've got 5.
I'm surprised Papa's come around on Omnix. Usually he doesn't change his mind about anything.
About to work and talk at the same time. It's not a good idea.
5.
Since you're coming out with a pretty standard one-team comp, the only thing that's a little bit different is Blue Raptor, Stapler, going.
All right, let's move out.
A lot more on. The rest is pretty standard.
No time killing. Have some really here where we're trading off fighters like UAH.
I'm going on the point.
That's one thing that's always scary about playing as a diva. As soon as your mech goes down, you're very, very
Knights Decor and Lullaby, no deaths thus far. CSU's only been able to get 2 kills, which is just shows how good Huntsville is in the second. A lot of death going
Best round lost.
So UAH will pull out the first round tonight with a 100-0
Score.
dominance.
0-1.
And that's the thing. These are teams that are just trying to feel each other out. And just like last week, CSU was pushing really
Everyone needs to
I
feel
read
this
about the
out.
genetic therapy
and
they
it
put
turned
you
around.
through.
After
It
about,
sounds
like, round 2 or
unpleasant.
3, it turned around completely in the opponent's favor. So we have a long,
Don't
long
bother.
night of
Reason
gameplay.
is lost
So we've got
on
a lot to
her.
see here. We'll have a lot more matches. We'll have a couple of different game modes to play. and
Stupidity
see.
is
So
not.
we'll
Get off
see,
the stage. Get off the stage. Get off the stage. 4, 3, 2,
CSU
1.
are off the room. Got a more
Capture the objective.
Raptors gone.
tolerate any more
Back on
missteps.
Wrecking Ball for Darkrai. Young Cassidy.
spot.
Huntsville will cap the point
Swings up across the edge of the map. That's always fun to see.
Feeling more powerful?
Enemy targeted.
Good pressure here. CSU, we're going to finally get some percent.
Nice. That was a good they were able to capture a couple picks right there. That's decent damage. You also have the fact that probably would have much comfortable with.
The enemy is
That's
taking
all.
turret.
Right now, it looks like they're trying to keep.
Those will get traded to CSU.
What a night. That's a great
Enemy
exchange.
turret within
It's
my
hard for
sight.
me to like talk while the fight's going on just because there's so much going on. But I mean, that was a really great exchange right there by CSU.
Economy is completely spent. Almost
That was
1-1 going into the decisive round 3.
That was a really, really great performance right there. I will give a lot of credit though to Connor because he, as a tank, he was able to go in, but he also knew when to back out. So obviously when you're tanking, you have a lot of
Anybody asks.
do some cover, do some damage, and then when he started to get around like 60% to about 50% health, he knew when to back out, reposition himself, join back with the team.
Not as
so
quick
that way
as
he
I
didn't have
used to
worry
be,
about
but
falling.
I'm still the fastest
Ella
gun in the
already
New West.
9,000 damage. 10 kills, 2 assists. Nick going on the Moira, probably a great choice, just because Moira is elusive. You really don't have to aim, just because it can auto detects with the life steal.
This is our final chance. We can do this. Needing more power points? My power
all the way almost back to their spawn. They have no chance to regroup. Make sure that if we can get an extra pick off here, that's going to buy us an extra second. Make sure that they can't 5v5 us.
Those 2 picks, 1 DPS on that route. Troublemaker takes out
Point back immediately after.
back. Some good fights to see. All 3 all in that team fight, so we're probably going to see a few great exchange thus far. There you have it, guys. Takes out. It goes down.
Let's go. Able to take the point back.
Thanks, Chuck.
Simply it seems like, but not quite.
Make sure that doesn't stop.
Ultimate economy starting to fill back up. CSU plenty of time. 2 3 big points. CSU wins 1.
Step Rider.
My servants never die. Not on my watch. Looking down!
not leave a broken world behind. Taking care of you.
Right now.
They'll regret that.
That's some time. They got to get back to this
Enemy
point.
turret ahead. I'll take a reading.
Like Huntsville takes game one.
Defeat.
Very close.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it really came down to the wire in round 3 right there. Like I said, right there, that knockout really did end up being the deciding factor. Having that multiple buff user right there. Make sure that no one can allow me to.
Let's put that brain to use.
But for the most part, you had a relatively dominant victory on Huntsville's side on the first match. Immediately followed up by a great performance here by CSU, and then this third one really came down to the wire. So that was a really great. If you're gonna have a final, if you're gonna have a championship game here, what a great way to kick it off.
Oh yeah. It's what you want, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Like this series, I kind of said this in last night's stream. It could either be a sweep or it goes all 7. A quick pick to hybrid already. For game 2, the losing team gets a choice between hybrid and escort. Pretty similar modes. The only difference is hybrid, you have a point to capture before moving the payload. Escort is just fully moving the payload.
Right.
Huntsville gets a 1 map ban, and CSU will get to choose map. So that's a big one, being able to choose on hybrid. So we'll see what kind of ban we get out of Huntsville. In the regular season match between these two teams, Game 2 was escort and CSU won in overtime 4-3.
Nice.
Extremely close series. We'll probably see more of the same.
I do have to give it up to our bartender, Kate. I'm here just sitting here shoutcasting with you, and Kate's just holding the fort down with food and bev. So I'm just like, I'm waiting for Chris to get back. I'm just like, you've been at your networking event too long. Get back here. No, but he should be back here relatively soon, helping to make sure everyone's been hydrated properly.
Eichenwald.
Ooh, okay.
I really like Eichenwald personally. We've gone there a few times during the regular season. I think. What was
that? Was some child.
Goodness.
That was not. We don't need that. We don't need that anywhere.
All right. Eichenwald, choice for hybrid. There's a lot of high ground positions. Really good with dive. The first choke. CSU has had rounds where teams can blow by it to control point easily, and CSU's had rounds where they just prevent the opposing team from even capping the original point.
Right. And then Eichenwald also, if I'm not mistaken, is the final push is through that castle, is it not?
It is.
Which can be an absolute nightmare in terms of a choke point, because it's just it's a hallway that takes a left-hand turn into a longer hallway, into a right-hand turn, and just nothing but hallways in close quarters.
So we'll see here. I forget which side is offense and which side is defense for the first round.
Okay. So who's it? Hearing the doorbell. It's like, no, that's just Kate going.
Every soldier needs a cause. If anybody asks, I was never here.
The defenders have better use of this height.
Stay close. I can't heal you if you stray.
Specifically 1 point in between points 1 and 2, where any team.
Remember the Vykovsky kingpins? 300 meters downrange. You fired once, they both fell.
It is
beautiful.
Test your abilities.
Oh, Rio Junkrat. Here comes the boom.
Tick-tock,
Diva from Darkrai, Soldier and Junkrat, Mercy and Ana.
Attackers incoming. Defend
Arkansas State match. I'm so excited! Early off the
went crazy, and then it looks like Huntsville was able to pick up a kill or two, and then it looks, I think if I remember correctly, the second or first kill was on This is where
CSU has to
is
push
always
it all
more
the way
to learn.
tie it at 3-3. Then we go into an overtime round. I think a minute is added to both teams.
That's what it was. Okay.
But capturing that point for Huntsville is huge.
Right.
Because now, as long as they're able to hold one of these chokes and keep CSU from pushing, it's all over, right?
Right. CSU has to be able to complete the entire map, just like Huntsville does.
Every soldier needs a cause.
Stay inside, and I'll keep you safe. Your hair looks brittle, Jack. Are you taking your vitamins?
Once a day, just after my steak dinner.
Soldier.
I do like the Pharah play here because they are going to be able to basically get up in the air, and if those high choke points, like we had mentioned that the defenders have, she's going to be able to immediately get up in the air and be able to answer to any sort of damage dealers on the opposing side that are trying to hold those high points. So they're going to be able to get up in the air and be able to sort of answer.
What's nice with Pharah
is don't waste this opportunity.
he's going to go off to the side.
Let me balance you out.
Who needs healing?
Extra time through the actual escort portion of hybrid. And if you finish in 2 or 3 minutes,
hey,
then 2 or 3 minutes you will not have on their attack to try to push.
Like a gentle rain.
now. Getting ready
He got caught out a little bit right there, but he will respawn.
And CSU 3 ultimates ready to go. Now
Restoring
forward
balance.
visor, minefield. Trying to remember vehicles.
Payload heading out. Apagando las luces.
Tactical visor activated.
Gets only wrapped.
Incoming.
Great solo ult. Does kill off the LR. Stagger the support. CSU should at this point. Two goes down. Stay alive. Right. That's all that matters. They use several ults to push the card all the way to the edge. Back.
Blocking satellite vector. Unsigns never die. Let the Kitsune guide you!
Nice. Okay, see if you will finally catch each point. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Push
relatively close to what Hudson was able to acquire.
Mirage. The breeze brings relief. Heat check confirmed. Satellite vector! Justice! Rain from above!
Goes down. There goes Nick.
I've seen tougher spots.
All every ult used by CSU, and they don't see anything.
Let's get the payload moving again.
a minute to go. We have round 2 complete, so we're going to have almost a full minute difference here.
Or we'll have to score.
3-3. Switching sides.
Look at that.
They're going to set it at a minute each.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Down to the wire again.
And during the regular season match between us and Huntsville, again, went to overtime. We won that 4-3 off of some fantastic plays from literally everyone on the roster. Oh.
It's looking good here. It's looking real good.
I could hear my players in the background.
Strike from above.
Remember what we're fighting for.
I like it.
Yeah. Dude, this is the, they have the momentum right now. They were able to come from, I mean, they had a pretty solid comeback in that last exchange, and they were able to be very consistent, aggressive, and as soon as someone would come out, they would
Is it because he
immediately be
looks
able to,
delicious?
take them out so that way they could finally secure that objective. Because that final, like, 2 or 3 feet can sometimes be really scrappy.
And
because
look at these stats already going into overtime.
Watch your
34
flanks. They might
kills
try
from
something.
Ella, 25 from Matthew. And then just on the shooting side, from Moss, we were at 19,000 kills.
Attackers in.
It's really good. That's both sides.
Ella sleeping with the bar.
Bionic heals ready for use.
Float like a jellyfish, sting like a jellyfish.
Pushing them back. Corner right here. Ella.
Oh, and down right in. There goes the back. And Shaver goes down. Big defense from CSU. 0% on the control.
Score.
So as soon as they get
3-3.
they pretty much got the double.
Switching sides.
It's a 3-pronged system. And I think as long as CSU gets one of those, like 33% of the control point, I think is how they win. I don't quote me on that.
Right.
I
we're
don't
gonna-
get many
we're about to
overtime
find out.
matches
We're
like
about
this.
to find out. So here's the thing: is that now they've got a really solid momentum right here. Our damage dealers are doing a really, really solid job of being able to consistently get past D.Va to be able to do damage to their supports and their damage dealers. So here's the thing: as they're going to push, are they
Don't
going
worry,
to change?
I'll be
Are
right
they going to
behind
do
you.
any sort of changes? Nope. We have Mela on Farah. We've got pretty much the exact same comp as we did just this last exchange.
Far has been working so well for Noah. I wouldn't change it. You have 37 kills right now.
27K damage.
You better keep
Which is,
up.
almost
This isn't a
10,000
daycare.
more
Kids
than
can surprise you.
your top opponent right now.
Then I better not be
So
disappointed.
you're doing a very, very,
Kids
very
also
solid
disappoint you.
position. And as long as you're able to have the same sort of positions on the attacking side, then you have a really good setup right here.
5, 4,
See if we have any changes out of Huntsville.
1. Attack. Capture objective A.
Yep, Maga. Echo goes down. Juno goes down. Down to Combo goes down. Maga goes down. Takes game 2. Huge win.
That is a great performance. Man, it's so nice to see that far pulled that kind of game. Now I want to see the perspective here of this game.
kills there, maybe 6 with a res.
Yeah.
That was a great.
That was a great exchange.
Ultimate from Opal.
Oh, that was such a great. So Darkrai, I'm right now putting Darkrai in a solid MVP spot for so far this match, in my personal opinion, just because of his ability to be so present in those team fights. And not only that, knowing when to pull back, when to regroup, when to survive, basically allowing Mela to be able to like constantly barrage, constantly keep that damage out. And then right then you had at those last 2 defense and attacks, you had 2 or 3 solid picks right before, not allowing them to have any sort of response. The fact that Mercy went down almost immediately at that exchange means that they were able to immediately go in. You could hear them say, go, 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 get Juno, get Juno, get Juno. And you could hear them diving in as soon as that Mercy goes down because they know they have no heals at that point.
Just to recap where we are right now, best of 7 series, tied 1-1. Push is next.
Yeah.
Which has been a bit of a sore spot for CSU. They've lost it twice, and they lost it to Alabama in the regular season.
Yeah.
So, let's see, they went to Esperanza and lost that. We've also lost it on Coliseo before. So it'll be interesting. It will be interesting to see what captains pick. Looks like they're going to take a 5-minute break for a bathroom, which I understand.
My heart's racing right now. It is pumping. I don't know if it's the lack of sleep, the caffeine, or the adrenaline, but I think the answer is yes. Man, like I said, these last 2 exchanges here on the defense and the attack were very, very impressive just to see that they were in really good stride. They had a very good momentum going off, and they found a comp that worked really well for them, and they just stuck with it, and they were able to have, like I said, those couple of picks can be demoralizing on an opposing team just because the tank obviously is trying to prevent that.
Oh, yeah.
And Diva Diva's a great character. Both sides played Diva. But the fact that Faro was able to basically just bypass Diva's existence in that defense, just overshoot, be way up in the air, overshoot Diva to be able to just go straight into their backline and get those couple of picks. And then eventually, when Diva was at that choke point when they were trying to attack, she got knocked out of her mech, and she had the opportunity to go backwards into the house to try to regroup, but she chose to go forward into the street, and she just got absolutely shredded.
Right.
So you had the possible opportunity for their tank to escape. Did not work out that way. One false step right there got her completely caught out where she had both damage dealers just tear her apart.
Right. I think we'll take a little bit of a break here for us on stream. Let us stretch a little bit as we get ready for game 3 here.
Let me see if the soundboard works 1 second here.
Oh, it works! It works! That's a bit. What all do you have on there?
I have so much. I have so much. Hold up. I do have a sensor to make sure. I have a sensor so when someone's going to curse, we can censor that out. Oh, the rim shot.
Welcome to...
Ah!
Welcome to Silly Soundboards with Dave, the part of our show where Dave plays some silly sounds.
Oh, when I did any sort of sound effects when I was doing the podcast with my buddies, they all just absolutely destroy. It's like, stop! What are you doing? This is not talk radio. This is not morning FM. What kind of operation are we running here? Here's another one. Whenever anytime anyone would say something sexual. And then this was whenever anything would get really too off the rails and we had to cut it. No, I actually can't do that. That's The Price is Right. I don't want to get DMCA'd.
Understandable.
Here, we can do this one. Here's it. There we go. That'll be fine. That'll work enough. Okay. Well, let's take a quick break, y'all. We will be right back into the action. We are having such an awesome night tonight here at Reforged Gaming with Charleston Southern University. We will be right back.
Only a few minutes. Only a few minutes.
had a couple comments saying that the game audio is much louder than us, so we'll boost that caster audio.
Awesome.
Yeah, no. You want to say hi? Actually, on stream. Sit down. Let's put on those headsets.
Yeah. So
the freak.
Yeah.
Okay.
So boost the caster audio a little bit.
Let's see. On OBS, Mike says it's fully up, so that's probably.
So let's see. That should be able to pick it up just a little bit right there.
You want me to
So
switch and we'll just do some like that?
I will. I would say also maybe decrease max output on Overwatch as well. So wherever the gameplay is coming from.
I may have to actually swap it in order for it to be there. So yeah, we'll just transition.
Yeah, transition it real quick. And then where is Overwatch's audio?
Overwatch audio? Yeah.
Drop that down all the way down to about 70%. Drop it a little bit to where that line is, that green line. Perfect. Right there.
I feel very out of place here.
Mic's hot, brother.
Dude, that is listen, there's no such thing as out of place. Listen. You've got the voice for radio, so you're in a good spot right here. Absolutely.
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah. You're fine, dude. Oh, so who are we sitting with right now? Who are we sitting next to?
Mela.
Mela? Yeah. Dude, that was such a fun match to watch you play in terms of being able to switch to that Pharah and get some really, really critical picks.
Yeah.
I mean, you held on to that. When you guys were pushing, you held on to your ult for such a long time. And I was a little nervous because you just dumped it on D.Va.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you guys were probably nervous to make sure that she wasn't just going to ult your entire back line.
Yeah.
So it was really nice to see. How have you guys, in terms of the momentum that you guys have been feeling right now, how are you guys feeling in terms of, it's right now tied up. You got now 1-1. You're about to go into your next match here. How, in terms of your guys' momentum, how are you guys feeling?
I'd say we feel a lot better. We're working on comms still. It's getting a lot better, especially that game near the end.
Right. I mean, you had round 1 to feel everything out, sort of get warmed up. You're in a new spot, new environment, a little bit new equipment, also, and you're just trying to get everything going. And you haven't played these guys in quite a while.
Right.
So, but you are kind of aware of who these guys are because you have played them in the past.
Yeah.
So, okay, much better. Great. The audio is much better. Great. Glad to hear that, guys. We'll make sure that we're watching the stream as well, so that way, once the game kicks back up, if it ends up being a little bit spotty, we'll be able to fix that as well. But yeah, dude, it's been really cool to see you guys come together. Your comp is looking really solid.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you guys are looking forward to, or making sure you guys are aware of on Game 3?
Definitely for their Echo. They switched to Echo last minute. I don't know if they're watching right now, so I don't know.
That's right. You don't want to break out. You don't want to break out the entire strategy.
They were doing pretty okay.
Right.
They were doing pretty good on Echo.
Nice.
I was a little wary of her. So.
It's like you guys have a long night to go. I mean, this thing could go all the way to Game 7, but for right now, you guys have the momentum. You guys are feeling good. You're looking solid, and it has been really exciting to watch you guys have this, especially that last defense and attack. It was incredibly fun to watch. So. Looking forward to doing that and seeing how you guys are able to carry that momentum. Like I said, I don't want to ask you too many specific questions just because you guys do have an entire rest of your match to play. I'm not going to ask you spill any trade secrets. But you are being called away, good sir. Listen, man, it was a pleasure. Good luck to you and the rest of your team here. Have some fun. Oh, we're doing good. All right, so.
I believe this drink is for you, good sir.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
That looks really good, by the way.
So that is an Isle Delphine.
Oh, that's the Isle Delphine.
Yes.
Okay.
So all of our cocktails are named after video game themed stuff. So we have some that are in respect to Elden Ring, some in respect to Super Mario Sunshine, like this one. We have a red versus blue drink combo that we do as well. And we actually, for our food and bev nights, we also have some cocktails for the front of house and back of house. Because every Wednesday, if you work food and bev in Charleston, every Wednesday night is our food and bev night. So you can come in, you get half off food, and we have some cool drinks for front of house and back of house staff.
I will say this, their food is very good.
Dude, listen, the mac and cheese bites, deep fried mac and cheese.
The mac and cheese bites, the mozzarella sticks. I tried the fries. I wasn't expecting that Tony's seasoning.
Tony Satcheries, yeah. Chris, that was Chris's idea.
Like, it's good, but when you're not expecting it, that
He told me. We're experimenting with that. Like, we've got Lowry's, we've got regular salt and pepper, we got the Tony Satcheries. So I think we might end up just polling people, and like when next time we drop them, we'll be like, hey, what do you guys? What kind of feel are you looking for?
Esperanza is the map choice for push here in Game 3. It's the same map that these two teams played in the regular season. Huntsville won that match. Won that round. So, interesting to see. Mela still stays as the far, essentially exact same team composition as we saw at the end of Hybrid.
And now with this, we've got just a traditional push, correct?
You essentially get control of the robot and push it towards the end. Whoever has the most distance, either by the end of the 10 minutes or pushes the robot to the end wins.
I'm not seeing a lot of changes here on Huntsville side either.
Well, Maga's getting close to down already.
Ooh,
Two go down for CSU. There goes Matthew. Okay, Huntsville's going to win this initial team fight.
See if Darkrai can get back here, just so that way he can make sure that he stays alive here. Fill up the quick feed, but just make sure that no one's saying the audio, because we are back into the gameplay after the audio. Like I said, guys, apologize for the previous audio, but if bouncing is good on your all side now, awesome. So, all right, there goes Genji.
Big pick here. Maga's getting low, but it's just tough to kill that tank.
Beefy boy. Oh, good pick right there.
Great 3 shots by Mela.
Stuns Maga there. He has to retreat here.
Maga will get out, but CSU has control of the robot, pushing it themselves. This has been probably the weakest game mode for CSU competition. We've lost it twice. Once to Huntsville and once to... who did we lose it to?
You see Maka go down here. He immediately goes down here now that we're down 10.
That's it. We lost it to Huntsville in the regular season, lost it to Hendrix in the semifinal match. And the biggest win was by 5 meters against the 2-seed Warner University in the regular season finale. But already having the lead on the robot, getting to this halfway point is huge. Because you're already in great position.
Look how high he's going. Huge knockup right there. Now he's able to do exactly what he's done tonight and immediately resume the position so he can get back.
Sombra's doing a great job at just hacking Darkrai, preventing him from entering that ball mode. Really leaves Wrecking Ball as a sitting duck.
Oscar Mike to enemy territory.
Maga goes down, Tomas goes down to the Genji and a Sombra combo. But,
another knock-up right there. It looks like he might be able to pick up that kill right there.
2 kills off a Visor for Matthew, but gets finally taken down.
Nice pick there by Cassidy right there.
CSU still winning these fights, still pushing. 3 ultimates online and ready.
They have looks like they're very confident and comfortable in their team comp right now. I do want to make sure that they're careful in that house that we're looking at right there, right in front of us, over that train car. They are running some choke points right there. However, in the open, they're typically doing pretty darn good here. Being able to get back, being able to recover. Right there, we're going to see Genji go down.
Nick somehow staying alive off of Alari's ultimate. Jared goes down but gets revived by Tomas.
Mello did switch over to Cassidy here instead of the pause. So that is the one change so far.
Maga rips ultimate but goes down.
Immediately.
And a subsequent minefield used by Connor here. He's doing a great job of just pushing over 100 meters now.
Tripling at this point the distance here from Huntsville.
There's still 6 minutes left in the match. Huntsville needs to get a stop and get some team fight wins if they're wanting to keep this match alive. 1 or 2 team fights that CSU wins could be all wrote here in push.
But they're doing look at how well this Mercy's doing, staying back, making sure that she's not getting caught out by anybody, and being able to, almost caught the Genji right there. And Mercy's been able to have a really good solid foundation of just doing exactly what he needs to do, staying back, making sure that
Nick is doing crazy work on the back line to go down from the Genji, but Connor's able to get out of there. Huntsville finally winning a team fight, stopping our push about 15 meters short of the destination.
I will say one thing about Wrecking Ball, though, is that he has a deceptively long range on that gun. Yeah. You would think that it's more of like a Diva-esque kind of gun, but no. Like, Wrecking Ball does have a good bit of range on this gun.
Wrecking Ball is one of the biggest annoyances on DPS.
Go down there. He does go down. Nope.
No, Genji still stays alive, but finally gets taken out by Mela. There goes the Alari, and Diva has to retreat. CSU gets control back of the robot. Exactly what you want to see. One ult ready, two almost online.
Takes the back to the checkpoint and going back to where they were initially here, right before they got stopped.
Could see Minefield gets not ready yet on the Minefield. Kasune Rush is ready for Nick and Visor. This could just be a three-way ultimate for CSU to try to win this. Visor comes out but gets killed. Gets one kill on the Alari though. And just trading it. CSU's going to back off though.
3-2 trade there. Oh, Mercy's going to be able to stay back here.
Connor's doing a great job at trying to keep that Genji from diving
right.
his supports.
That's the one thing that Genji hasn't been able to do too much this round, is being able to get into the back line to take out Mercy. That's the one thing that cost them last game, is that their Mercy did go down.
Minefield comes out for them to pop and push even further. Team fight in the middle.
Looks like we have a little bit of a split here between the two teams here. We got a scrap going on two different sides.
Diva bomb goes off, gets Mela, but gets revived too. Power of a Mercy.
Ooh. Oh, he's able to get taken down by Genji there.
Go down, Darkrai goes down.
And now we've got some momentum here on the side.
But Nick on the Sombra is able to get out of there. No, but it's gonna get chased down by all three.
That was a rough situation there, because in that fight you actually had them split into two groups of people. So it was a 3v2 and a 3v2, and it looks like that Genji was able to take advantage of that and take out the backline really quickly. I believe Mercy as well.
Another 2 minutes and 2.5 minutes left. We finally had Huntsville pushing bot, but they've lost it. Who is on the robot? Darkrai's pulling it all the way back to the middle without Huntsville seeing it. They'll finally get it, but that's a great play for Darkrai to just lose some pressure early.
Now, the one thing I am seeing right here, Huntsville's Genji is doing relatively well right now. He's been able to break through backlines when they hadn't been able to do that last match as much. So we're going to be able to see here if...
Stun gets revived. Kasune Rush comes out. Genji goes down. High noon out. Oh, but the Diva does a great job at stomping that out.
Ooh, and he gets the pick right there.
Great pick on the Sombra. That room fight.
Yeah, that room fight is really tumultuous, just because it's very hard to stay coordinated in such a small space. Good slam right there, has ult, is able to use that in both defensively and offensively pretty well so far.
Jason's doing a good job of just keeping Huntsville at bay. 1 minute left in the game. And Huntsville still's got to push this next 73 meters.
Takes the Diva out right now.
We'll probably see a Minefield come out just to try to hold Huntsville away from the neck. They're pushing away. Diva nowhere to be seen right now. 36-35 left. CSU
maintaining that pressure.
Huntsville would need to win probably 3 or 4 straight team fights without getting off of the robot if they want him to come back here. Because it looks like it's going to be a 2-1 lead in the series.
That would be very interesting. The first time that they've had a lead so far. It's been a close match, but it's not been a full lead in favor of CSU. But we are getting to see a bit of a push here from Huntsville.
3 go down, 4 go down for CSU. They were able to get the kill off the Genji. Now it's overtime.
Now, so right here, it would be a very difficult task here for Huntsville to be able to push back as far as they need to. However, right now we've got ult down from.
Yep. Ultimate's ready. We're about to get Kasune Rush. Moscow's down.
Focusing the Diva right there. Diva mech is down here.
But Minefield does come out before Connor is killed. But just going to have to settle back. Without a tank, it's hard to defend. They still have to win multiple team fights. And they've already used Alari's ultimate. And an Echo's
nice
tough
pick
to
there off
deal.
Genji.
Yeah, that's big.
Ult drops here.
There goes the Alari. Diva close to going down. Mech's down.
Very good
Diva
follow.
down. Jared goes down, but that's fine. Take out the Juno. Juno down.
Very solid pushback
Team
there.
kill.
Great
CSU
job.
up 2-1.
That was a very nice visit. That was a very nice performance on their side because they were able to. They had 1 or 2 scraps where they struggled a little bit in being able to hold them back, but they were able to recover, get back into things. They changed up their support a little bit, and then they were able to come right there and just have a very solid team swipe. Team sweep here.
And Lullaby, the captain of Huntsville, gets play of the game. A very deserved one just to stop this push from CSU. Hey, allowed Huntsville to get 1 good shot in, but team kill decides a lot of things here.
Absolutely. Very impressive use and of Darkrai's ults. He was able to use them both offensively and defensively. And the great thing about that little minefield that he drops is that even if they're not really trying to engage in a full team fight, you can drop that right on the objective.
Yep.
And you can make it really hard for anybody to really get there and start pushing that objective, so you can hold it when you need to. Even if it's just for about another 7 or 8 seconds, gives you plenty of time to be able to regroup and focus on who you want to focus on.
So, big win. CSU up 2-1 on the series. As we take a look here, round 4 is going to be a Huntsville's choice of either Flashpoint or Clash. CSU, we have yet to lose on either Flashpoint or Clash.
Okay, so who is going? So if they're going to be picking if it's Flashpoint or Clash, who is going to be selecting the map on this?
It will end up being Huntsville's choice.
Okay.
Just because it helps the losing side.
Right.
It's not a huge disadvantage. Right?
Is there a ban phase for CSU on this?
Yes.
Okay.
Once we see if it's either. Okay, Flashpoint has been selected.
All right.
So there's only a few maps. Most likely we'll probably go New Junk City. We'll see what CSU bans. We're comfortable with New Junk City. So it really just depends here.
I would say that they would probably pick the map that their current comp is most comfortable in.
Right, and I'm trying to think. New Junk City is just a default for most people.
Okay, I can see that.
It really plays to a lot of good team comps. The thing with Huntsville, if they're remembering back from the regular season, we 3-0'd them on New Junk City. So it all depends. Yeah, it could be quick and easy, but it just depends.
Oh yeah, I mean it really is up in the air. What we're going to see here, they'll be picking here. Well, they have the ban. CSU is picking their ban right now, and then once we figure out the map here, we're gonna be able to roll here into the next round. Thank you for everybody who's been tuning into the stream. Hopefully the mic audio has been a little bit more dominant compared to the most recent break here. It looks like the game audio was a little bit louder than it needed to be. But we are happy to have you guys here, happy to see you guys cheering on these teams. Both of these teams have put in a really solid season. Coming back and being able to have put on a fun performance tonight. And it's we're really happy to be able to host these guys and allow them to have an environment like this where they can compete.
And thank you to the 14 concurrent viewers right now. That's we're a very young program, so not a lot of people know about us. The fact that we're up to 14, thank you all so much for tuning in, especially in a championship match. That is very nice. As a president, this is my creation here, so
you should be proud.
Yeah, I'm very happy. Servasa is banned by CSU, so I mean we're probably gonna get new junk. That's, okay. I would be surprised if we didn't.
We'll see here. I mean, that's the thing. How many other maps are there for this objective?
Okay,
There's only a handful. I know that.
I forget the Flashpoint map list off the top of my head. So for Flashpoint,
just us pulling the wiki up.
There's only 2 maps. It's Servasa.
Oh, okay, then we're good.
So.
But then we know exactly what we're gonna. We know exactly what's coming up. There we go.
Yep. All right, New Junk City. It's weird because I've always.
Looks like.
Nope, I can't. We can't do that one. We can't do that one. I put the wrong page.
Come on, David.
I stopped it. I stopped it right at the right time. There we go. That's what I was going for. Not the one where the guy was in not the Duke Nukem-esque.
Should be getting back in here real soon. New Junk City. The arena is one of the just iconic starting points here. Just high ground down into the middle where the point actually caps. You'll see a lot of different play styles. See a lot of Tracer on this map.
Okay.
The teams have a good Tracer.
I can see a Junkrat.
Junkrat works pretty well.
Just being able to be, like you said, up above, and just being able to just basically bombard down below. Use the explosive mines there. Use the traps there to lock people in who are trying to cap.
Depending on the map, you will get. See how CSU picks it. Oh,
look at that.
What did I call?
Tracer.
What did I call? Tracer.
There you go.
Kiriko from Nick. Connor, obviously. Ball all the way. Mercy from Tomas. And Soldier, again, from Matthew. Oh, we switched to Echo, actually.
Okay. So
I can see Echo.
So we haven't seen Echo so far tonight.
No, we saw Jared swap to Echo at the very end of Push.
Oh, yes. Right.
So
just knocking over the railings just to make sure.
He's going to take the low ground here, pretty much. Maga.
Obi-Wan would not be happy with that. Good slam right there. Knocks up at least 3.
Maga gets close, but
Soldier 76 goes down here to Genji. Ooh, he's able to heal. He almost. It looks like he was looking for a health pot here.
Too early pick. Still CSU's still surviving. Maga's going to just force them out of there.
Just gonna regroup here, heal up.
You don't want to lose another player right now. So, round 2 on the team fight.
So right now we just have this choke point right here where you've got these entrances. But it looks like we're starting to push up here. We have Darkrai trying to knock up, trying to get a little bit of an opening here so the damage dealers can get into the space.
Moscow's down.
Trade 2 for 2 here. Mella's able to take down their Genji.
Mella used
good
ultimate
pick right
to
there.
take out.
Nice.
Yeah. There goes 3 down, I think, right now for Asheville. CSU's going to regain point. Maga's just staying at bay right now. 74%. Percent goes up really quickly. It's the first to capture 3 points wins this game. CSU's doing a good job of holding them at this choke point.
So how many entrances do they have?
There's like 8 or so, 9 or so entrances all around the arena, and there's 2 down from the underground portion of the map.
So being able to consistently keep aware of, that was a good knockup here. We might get a kill. Oh, good healing though by Huntsman.
Healing pylon from Olari.
Trying to chase his reloads. Very good escape. Good escape on there. Solid performance.
Got some ports down right now for CSU. A lot of ultimates ready. Huntsville's going to recap the point. Very close now. There goes the ball.
Looks like Huntsville might be able to take this 1 point here.
They will get there. Matthew's not able to get there quick enough. A little bit of a sitting duck. But Huntsville might just go away. Every single ultimate ready. There goes Lullabot. Echo ultimate. Copying the Maga, and that's just Maga gameplay. You just shoot each other. Maga went down. Yes. Nick goes down to the Genji. Our team
hacked again.
A lot of fights already just right here, not even near the next flashpoint.
But it looks like Soldier 76 Troublemaker is already there, ready to cap early on.
Yep. You want early percent, even if it's just you. Now Hunter's gonna get in, and they're gonna take this really quickly back, but an early 15-ish percent for CSU.
Ooh, Genji's able to take Troublemaker out here and get away.
Genji has really stepped up this game. Minefield comes out.
Mercy does revive Soldier.
Darkrai, a little bit too ambitious right there. No one else on the roster ready to attack, but he's now back in. They're getting really close on taking out the supports.
Now, first time that they thought about it, make really good use of the crowd control.
And to go down for Huntsville.
Looks like they might be able to recap here, and they have. Okay, so right now, from the last time they engaged on this map here, they did end up losing this particular point. However, right now, we've got the momentum on their side. Right now, they're about to match percentage. However, right now, they've got the momentum on their side. They have the point. They're able to control the choke points here. And you have Darkrai to hopefully keep the crowd control at that point. Like the last time. Ring around the rookies.
Genji goes down to Layla. I missed.
That's a 3-0 kill right there. It's a 3-0. Naga drops right there.
Revive. Juno on the back line gets 2. 99% in overtime, but not a lot of CSU to help the ball.
Oh, and he goes down.
Nick goes down. Huntsville's going to recap here. What is that? We have a Lucia. Nope.
Back to Mercy.
Back to Mercy. I thought I may have saw a Bastion, which I don't think I've ever seen a Bastion run by CSU.
Very quick re-engage here.
It's probably going to be the last team fight just from a percentage base. Damage boost onto Cassidy. Oh, it gets. I think that was the Alari low.
Ooh,
there goes the
pick.
Genji.
That's great. That's a great pick right there.
Ultimate comes out from the Alari. Kant goes down. Nick goes down. But Minefield kills the Sombra. Close team fight. Melo just holding this down as best as possible. 3-on-1 goes down.
It's really difficult.
Almost capped. Huntsville takes point 2.
Right. So 2-0 right now on point. So next flashpoint.
It's never over until it's over, really.
So if CSU
put
takes
that
this
quote
point
on the wall.
right. So if CSU does take this point back, they go back to the previous point, correct?
It's all 5 are different points.
All 5 are different points. Gotcha.
Wonder if we'll get any team comp. Oh, we do see a Bastion come out for Jared here. Ana for Tomas. The rest of the team comp kind of stays the same.
We haven't seen much of a Bastion all game, and I think with a Genji, it can be kind of terrifying.
But they do get to pick up a Genji. I think CSU's probably going with the Bastion just to shred, especially to get the kills on the Maga. Maga will take out.
Oh yeah,
that's exactly why.
Exactly why. I mean,
exactly
great call right there. I mean, that was a little scary right there because they were in a really tough choke point, and it's always really hard to judge how team fights go when you have a choke point, like small close quarters like that, because anything could happen.
We are seeing a Reaper from Troublemaker.
Ooh.
I think this is the first time I've seen him off his soldier. This is weird.
Unprecedented. Unprecedented. So, I mean, the one thing I did like about how that team fight went is that they took out Genji very, very quickly. So they had a little bit less that they had to worry about going into the rest of that team fight. Because Genji's been really good.
Maga ultimate comes out. He's going to get the kill off on there. 3 dead for CSU. Sunni Rush is available, but probably won't use it. CSU's just gonna hold back until the rest of the team.
I'm gonna say they're in a good position right now. It's 65-10. They'll have plenty of time. Oh, yeah, they definitely need to win the point, but they have a little bit of breathing room right now in between this 65-22 now.
At least 2 more team fights based on this percentage. Ooh. No matter who wins this point, whether Huntsville holds or CSU takes it.
They've been ready to engage here, take
3
these points.
Ready.
Ooh, good
Minefield
swing up right there from Darkrai.
Minefield comes out. Not the best position you would like to see.
Definitely needing to target that Genji. Consistently going into the backline, like right now. Right now. Yep, there it is right there.
Genji's going to take out the Bastion. 3 dead here for CSU.
Yep, that's a 3-0 from Genji right there. 3 immediate kills.
91, 92.
Looks like that might be a 2-2 game now here.
Yeah.
That Genji is becoming more and more of a problem. The last match, Genji was a problem, but they were able to hold him off. And this one, Genji's been very good at targeting their backline. Like that last exchange right there, he immediately just ran straight for them and was able to get 3 kills pretty much in about, I'd say, about 6 seconds.
And a big point win here from the Juno. Did a great job, snuffed out all the momentum. You got to 99% there, just couldn't put it over the edge. We're tied.
So this next one's going to be either escort or hybrid.
No, it will be escort.
Oh, okay. So if one's not, because we've already done hybrid, so now we're going to go into escort.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Round 5. Let's see.
So right now with a 2-2, they were going in. So CSU was going into the match with a fair bit of momentum. However, this one was a little bit of a rough loss. It looks like the Genji was definitely a huge pain for them.
Yeah.
They did try to. They've been trying to swap out. They've made a lot of swaps this match.
Oh yeah.
So it doesn't. I don't know if they had that consistency that they were looking for. Like last match, they kept very, very consistent in their comp, and they were able to find something that works really well for them. But it looks like when you keep. That's one thing I do see a lot, and sometimes in Overwatch is that if you're constantly changing. You're not able to sort of gain that foothold, and you're not able to sort of get that synergy sometimes with your teammates because you're making your teammates constantly remember, okay, what are they using? What abilities do they have? How does that ult sync up with mine? It gets a little difficult sometimes.
Yeah. And there's also the fact that your ultimate percentage resets whenever you swap characters. So,
right. So less ultimates typically when you change a lot, you're going to typically have less opportunities to cast your ultimate.
Right. But it's the name of the game of being able to swap and be able to play well different heroes depending on the situation.
Right.
And we may have just swapped a bit too much. Weren't able to build up ultimate and use it in times that we really desperately needed it.
Potentially. I didn't get to see when Troublemaker swapped from Soldier 76 to Reaper. However, like I said, we've got a long game to go. It's 2-2. So, like I said, we're getting down to the wire.
Yep.
It's getting much more of a knuckle biter than we thought originally. Well, I mean, we could have gone either way. We know that we were saying, hey, it could easily go either way, but you never really know until you get in there. And it looks like they've banned Circuit Royale.
Circuit Royale is going to get banned. There are several maps. If it's been banned or played before in a series, no matter which version of the map it is, it cannot come back to it. So we do have a lot of options.
I mean, we got Dorado, we got Route 66. All those are classic maps.
Havana. In the regular season, we did Escort and went to Rialto and won that 4-3. I doubt we'll see Watchpoint Gibraltar. Route 66 is fun. It would be difficult with how the MAGA has been playing, but you get a lot of high aerial control with Afara, or you could see Meligo Widowmaker with how long those sight lines are.
Let's see, there are it's a lot of open space with a lot of like long openings in terms of just like streets or alleyways that you can easily find at least a position where you can take those shots off. And if you're a good Widowmaker, it can get very bad for the opposing team very quick. Headshot after headshot after headshot. And I think you had showed me earlier, someone like a few days ago, someone hitting headshot after headshot after headshot.
Yeah. Especially if you're a really good Widowmaker.
Right.
It's just Shambali.
Okay.
We have not seen Shambali at all this season from CSU. So this is going to be interesting.
Why do you think they're now deciding to pull this map all the way in probably the last match of the season here?
Who knows what they're thinking?
Well, that's the thing. I'm sure they might be looking to mix it up a little bit. It could be that, hey, we've got a couple ideas of what we can roll with. It might be something that it's throwing the opposing team off, because we don't have the data to see how often our opponents or their opponents have played that map. But it could be something to throw off their opponents as well.
Huntsville is going to start on offense. I think we'll probably see a Widowmaker out of Mela. That first chokehold has a lot of great sights, a lot of high ground that can be used. Ball does pretty good just because in and out. Soldier does really good with the long downhill sight lines.
Mm-hmm. Allows his ultimate to be pretty useful pretty quickly. Sometimes in a lot of these maps, when you have a lot of choke points, it can be difficult for a Soldier 76 ult to really feel like it's utilized best.
Right.
Because you're typically able to like focus one, maybe two people. But with these long hallways, you can really have your pick of the litter in terms of who you want to be able to target.
A very pivotal moment. Whoever wins this on match point. Oh,
it's good, dude.
We are already an hour and 40 minutes into this match.
It's been a solid match, dude. We've had a good time, and we're gonna get late here, but this is what we're here for. This is what we're here for. This is why you guys compete. This is why this is why we're open.
What is a championship match if it can't go down to the wire?
Why not? Make it fun. All right, so
CSU see the Wrecking Ball. Mercy Farah, so we'll have a far pocket. Oh gosh. Baptiste.
Nope, we swap back.
Oh, swap back to Juno. Okay.
So going back to their bread and butter, what got them to a 2-1 victory.
Like Helix.
Or 3 in that.
Well, yeah. Well, I meant the overall standing got them to 2-1. But we've got a chilling out there on the fruit stand. Cool for them. Good for them.
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
This initial choke point, if you can hold it for a long time.
Ooh, that would have been a nice little sweep if he was able to do that. He got caught on a sign, it looks like. But yeah, you've got one long haul. That was what I was worried about, that alleyway, people sneaking up.
And if you're able to take out this high ground, it's big. Darkrai is able to get out. Test this payload a little
Oh, get up, buddy.
Hindered.
Oh,
I don't think we've had a single elimination yet. Right? Nope. Nobody's gotten that first kill. Feeling positive. Finally, the Genji goes down. Darkrai. This is... It's hard to get some kills on here, but we'll see. Let's go back out a bit. Already got 36 meters. It takes a little bit to get to that first checkpoint. You have to follows this path, makes a left-hand turn, goes up more, another left-hand turn.
Darkrai going. Oh, he's able to get back out. Okay, good. He didn't go in.
It's the wonders of the ball. We have two ultimates, Mercy and Pharah, so we could be seeing a barrage here.
We do have to, they are, I can almost tell you, Genji's going to want to try to use that alleyway again and try to, try to knock up,
Cassidy goes down for Huntsville. She's doing a good job, have not been killed a single time here. Good job at wasting this clock here.
That's the alleyway that they're Genji's going to probably try to be able to use it. However, Darkrai's ult could be incredibly disruptive in that small alleyway.
And Cassidy goes down again.
We haven't seen Huntsville use Cassidy that much.
He's been there, but he hasn't been the biggest difference maker in the match.
Less than 2 minutes to go here for UAH's push. Only moved it a couple of meters. Here we go. They're trying to go at the alleyway again.
Big charge. Barrage.
There we go. Oh!
Does a great job at bringing down the Maga. Minefield comes out. All ults are used. Juno's over to Ray. Revive comes out.
Able to stay healthy too.
Through all of that, CSU still has 5 members here, and Huntsville is at 36 meters of push. That's incredible. 1 minute and 10 seconds left.
Knock up attempt there by Darkrai.
Doing a great job here on the defensive end.
Support's keeping each other healthy. That's the one thing that is really important to see. Here's that Genji trying to go into the back lines here, trying to sneak around.
Finally, Huntsville's going to get a big pick. Gets the Juno.
Mercy
goes down. Both supports out for CSU. In fact, this might be just where Huntsville's able to pull it out, like they did in Hybrid. Get to the point at the last second, but this card still takes some time to push. No ultimate's
got
ready.
A lot of elevation there. He's able to disrupt and get back out.
Gets hacked. Amy is not able to get back out.
Now this choke point right here is typically pretty good for like Junkrat bars. They can just stay up there and they can go in. Now watch this ult. Immediately takes down their tank. Gets hacked though. Is she able to get out?
Huntsville will get this point. However, they're going to get staggered here. No.
Ooh.
DPS is able to take out 2.
Now they've got
they're just going to get
some momentum here.
A taste of poison.
A 3-man push when no fighting's happening. That's big. 2 minutes 20 given. This hallway, this is going to be a good choke point, especially with the Pharah. And if they're like right here is a great job. And if Jared's able to get up to another barrage with how tight it is in this in this crevice, be a great job on the ultimate. 3 ultimates almost ready for CSU.
Oh, that's a really good 3 kill right there.
Yeah, Knights to Core, great ultimate. 3 go down.
Enemy turret sighted.
And Huntsville,
within my reach.
great team fight. Down 3 minutes.
Now this one isn't it's not the longest push. However, it does have quite a few openings here. So once they get out of this, all the way out of this corner, they're going to have a little bit of an opportunity here. Looks like Mellor swapped over.
Haven't seen the replay yet, but does good, which is very good. Visor came out. Good job getting some picks. Get them off the card, that's the main thing. Fall back, retreat, wait for the next team fight. One ultimate, Bind Field ready. Moira ult, starting to get on. Cage fight comes out and kills the Moira from the Maga.
Ult comes down here.
Big minefield. That'll get a kill on the Lord. Slow progress.
Ooh, big knockup right there.
Almost got the down.
That is the one person that they are probably going to have to keep focusing at. Because that Genji is going to disrupt been disrupting their backline. The one thing that kept them winning is that they kept their backline healthy.
Maga got really close to getting good. You're getting them down really close, but not able to finish the kills right now. You've stopped payload, which is big. You've forced them back down in the corridor.
That might have been why they're trying to switch over to Reaper, because Reaper can get those kills.
Darkrai can get the kill on the Sombra.
Minute and a half to go here in this push.
Players in the background knocking.
That's the thing, every once in a while we try to be quiet here, because we can hear what they're saying. They're about 15 feet away. Yep. But even though they're on Discord, you can still hear their voices.
Moira ult comes out. We do get the kill on the Juno, which is big, but Darkrai goes down.
Genji right here in the back line.
Genji goes down.
Good, that's exactly
Moira's
what they
a
need.
great counter to Genji if the Genji's just not paying attention. Okay. Good seeing ultimate from Ana, and Death Blossoms unlocked and ready to go.
Out really low, but he's able to heal up really quickly, almost immediately.
35 seconds.
Now they're very close.
If Huntsville can get back to this point, we'll see that Death Blossom come out.
We have two ults, almost three on the side of CS2.
20 seconds left for Huntsville to get back in this fight. Reaper's gonna pops it, gets the alarm.
That's good. Gets two. There we go. There's two right there.
Juno goes down, Genji goes down, Maga goes down,
That's
CSU
exactly
holds the line.
what they needed right there.
Team kill.
Solid team kill right there. And here's the thing, they got their back line before Huntsville got theirs. That was huge. You got the immediately 2 kills right there. And then after that, Huntsville can't respond.
And what's big is 2 points. No overtime possible with this setup. You just gotta beat their distance. So, this is gonna be, this is good.
Oh yeah.
So good. We'll see what team comp CSU ends up deciding to go here.
Now that they've seen how the opposing team struggled in that initial push, they get to now see, okay, how are we going to avoid that? Because you've got two long alleyways of attack at that point. You have the more open one, and then you have the very, very closed space there. And so you can easily have situations where you're going to have a split team fight, where you have 2 different scraps going on in that fight.
Right now we're seeing a very heavy dive comp. A Lucio and a Tracer to go and disrupt that backline as much as possible, take away the support of Maga or who else might be playing whatever tank they end up seeing.
That's the one at least thing that is nice about Tracer, is that if Genji does get on top of her, she does have the ability to be able to somewhat disengage from that.
Yeah, just because you can flash back, get your health back, and the full flashback. I don't play Tracer at all, so I don't know the correct terminology.
Let's see what we're working with here on Huntsville's side. We've got
still taking a second for it actually. Maga, Genji, Juno seems pretty similar to what they were going with. 3 kills early for them. Alari and Sombra. Same what we've been seeing already. Okay.
Ooh, another good pick here, there by Maga.
Maga on defense is really good just because of how much space you can take up and be annoying. But the Genji is down. We see a Widowmaker now. We've seen a lot of good headshots. We're going to push out Huntsville.
We made that call on that Widowmaker too.
See it more on the defensive side, but headshots are headshots.
Hey, excellent. That's the thing. And if you know, oh, nice little pack there. Oh. Deflects and gets revived. Though, very quick.
Yep, that's big. Another choke.
One thing
again, it's whenever Connor dives, immediately gets hacked.
Yeah.
Almost gets a kill on the Genji.
The one thing that is worrying about Widowmaker is that she doesn't have as many of escape routes. She doesn't have, once she gets someone attacking her, it's really hard sometimes for her to be able to break away from that Genji. That's one thing that she's probably going to want to do.
Whoa. Darkrai barely survives. Cage fight comes out. No, not good. But still 3 down here for CSU.
They were split there. Now Darkrai's probably going to go down here. It's going to probably be a team wipe right there.
Yeah.
The name's Cassidy.
A great defense from Huntsville right now.
We have 2 minutes now to push the rest of that objective. Back to Cassidy. At least Cassidy has that stun. So if someone does try to jump on top of him, he is able to respond to that.
Got 3 ultimates online, ready to go. Minefield comes out. Gets 2.
Nice hack again. A lot of hack. And me, like you said,
gets hacked, but Mercy with the heals. Ella stays on. Visor came out. Orbital Ray comes out.
Now they've got a good, solid couple of seconds here to be able to push. And Mercy still has her ult. So we've got a solid build up here. Now, ooh, someone's trying to take hot shots.
Orbital Ray comes out from Lullaby. Nanoblade kills 2. Kills 3. And that's 4 down. And they found the ball.
He's got to be able to make that. Yeah, he got caught. Yeah. It's difficult when you're stuck in the back lines. Like, he's going in, he's engaging, he's doing what a tank's supposed to do. But however, if the tanks, now we're back to Afara, by the way. Now, this thing, if the team goes down, you're basically like by yourself in the back line. So it's very hard to be able to escape that. So sometimes you just got to take the L and take that death and just get back so you can regroup your team back. However, Afara is a decent pick on this one because, like I said, you've got lots of openings, you have lots of choke points as well that you can just barrel down.
Right now, basically no ultimates from either side, really.
10 seconds remaining, though, if we need to be able to get people on that objective. Got to get up in the air, and it's too. Oh, Fara's res though, and she has
on Diva, that's big. Get back in the tank. Really gets destroyed. Wrapped. Alright, Maga ult.
Genji again, able to get into the back line there.
Huntsville holds, takes game 5.
Now with a 3-2 game here. So we do have match point here.
And Lullaby. That very deserved play of the game, if I'm thinking of it correctly. Yep. I wonder. Seems like a bathroom break. It looks like Huntsville is going to need a 3-minute break. A lot of breaks coming out thus far. As we look towards Game 6, we are going to go back to control. Right times are not synced. So control. Round 6 we're going to be control. As we saw in round 1, that did not go as we hoped it would. Looking back at the match progress, a 2-1 loss on, I think it was Nepal for game 1. Let me pull this up here. 2-1 loss on Nepal. It cannot be Lijiang Tower or Nepal that can be picked. We'll see a ban from Huntsville. CSU gets to select which map. Huntsville gets to select map time inside. It's been a great series thus far. I could see this going to Game 7.
Oh, I mean, it has to. I mean, if Charleston Southern wants to win, they absolutely have to get to Game 7 here.
We're going back to control for Game 6. Both Lijiang Tower and Nepal have been banned and played. We cannot go back to either of them for this match. So you're going to see a brand new ban from Huntsville, followed by a new map, maybe a Busan. We've gone there a few times. We won that 2-0 in the regular season. So if that doesn't get banned, I would like to see us go back to there. But it really all just depends.
Right. I mean, right now they're having an issue. Right now they're having an issue with their backline getting harassed pretty heavily. Like their Genji's, like I've mentioned it several times now. Their Genji has done incredibly well in being able to disrupt that. So, and usually when he picks up one, he picks up at least another. So you can immediately have their backline, usually like their Mercy or their Soldier 76 being out of commission, which usually within the first 5 or 6 seconds of the fight. So you have an immediate lack of healing and DPS. So that basically then allows UAH to, take the objectives, to force Darkrai and force Mela to reset and put them in a position where we have to regroup. So if they're able to flip that momentum and force them to do the exact same thing, they're going to have obviously a much better time. But right now, their main thing is making sure that they can do what they were doing earlier and keep their back line healthy. And because that's what's allowing Darkrai to be able to stay in those fights for so long and not die as often. As a tank, he's not been dying that much because he knows when to get out and get back in, but he needs that healing to be able to go back in.
And what we've seen out of Hybrid and Push is they've been able to knock Strike UAH's tank off balance, especially getting him off of Maga for Hybrid, and he wasn't that effective on Push. So got to disrupt the backline and got to make sure their tank doesn't feel comfortable at all.
Right. I mean, when they were playing D.Va, when UAH was playing D.Va, it looks like CSU had a much better time being able to control that, being able to control that comfortability. But also the fact is that D.Va doesn't have obviously nearly as much crowd control as Maga does. He doesn't have D.Va doesn't have as big of a presence sometimes. So we can hear in the hero comparisons.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Strike's season placements, how much he's played. Played a lot of Ramatra, and it's surprised we haven't seen that yet. D.Va, he has 2 hours in. Sigma, 1 hour. Maga, 46 minutes, but he's been playing that a lot for team compositions. As I suggested to my guys we go to, we're going to see Busan get picked here in Game 6. So it's make or break for CSU. Backs against the wall. It's a map you like. It's a map you're comfortable with. It's a map you've beaten them before. We just got to see if CSU can force this game to a point where we can go to Game 7. I want this Game 7.
What we have, I mean, CSU's going to have to push it to a Game 7 if they want to be able to have a shot here. I mean, that's the thing. Game 7 is always more exciting for everybody. It's also more stressful for the players, obviously, and for the fans. But there's really nothing better than a Game 7, whether it be, in the World Series, whether it be in the NHL. There's really, it's harder to beat.
Yeah. And what I'm hearing from the players right now is that I'm hearing a lot of laughter. Like, it seems like they're keeping spirits pretty high. So, and you want that, right?
Right.
You don't want a team down in the dumps going into a match point situation. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean that's kind of that's honestly what we felt a little bit yesterday. There was a different energy level. There was definitely a different energy level, and sometimes teams have that. However, you know, if you stay in good spirits, you have a good idea of what you want to accomplish. Good community attack to go in the fall. Here we're seeing Mello, Cassidy. Ooh, being picked up by Genji.
We'll get revived here.
Genji picks
UAH
up on
has
Mercy.
been doing a great job at countering our dive. We drop 2, but get rid of their Genji. That seems to be the problem. Like, we'll get the kill on the Genji, but we'll lose 2 or 3 in the process.
Oh.
So, Darkrai goes down. UAH should quickly cap point here.
See Cassidy, see if he can get a pick here. Oh, and he
does on the Alari. Troublemaker will go down, but 2 here ready to contest for CS. There goes the Juno. There goes the Sombra. This is big. Probably see on point here.
Right now, I think we got a 3-0 or 4-0.
There's at least a 3-0 lead. Capture point. That's huge. Stop that percentage from going up. And I like holding these.
Ooh, no, run away. Run away.
Oh.
Run away. Good slam, though.
Good slam. Gets out of there, too.
Exactly what he's been doing all night.
Holding them pretty well right there. We'll see the Kiriko go up for that better vantage point. But you need to be careful there.
Genji there. He's going for the back. He's going for it. Any support?
There goes the hack. That stops a big slam.
Nella goes down.
Nella goes down. Troublemaker getting that boost from Mercy, not anymore. Minefield. Oh, he does get the minefield off. No kills thus far.
Still contested. Still
contested.
Close,
And that
looks like that might be a team away. Oh, nope.
Deadeye comes out.
Dude, you got to do it.
Doesn't get the shot off.
Yep. So that'll be a rough loss right there. But they're going to be able to regroup. It's still low percentages on both teams here. We got 46 to 34. It's going to probably get tied up here very quickly.
In fact, CSU is already to 45% is big. Just when who's going to win these team fights. Darkrai just not able to take out that. I think that was Alari. But Kasune Rush comes out. This should be CSU's win. They're going to pressure a lot.
Ooh, Mercy's down. Genji's
Tomas goes
back
down.
line.
Nanoblade comes out, takes out Mela. We have 2 ultimates ready.
Mercy has her ult, but she is down.
Tight season thus far. And then Cage Fight comes out. Yeah, we expected that to happen. 83%. There's still enough. Oh, a cheeky little contest, but Darkrai's got to get out of there. He's got to survive.
Oh, he's got to get back in. Good, he's got
He
those
does.
skills. Good on him.
But 92, 93%. You need to push now. Get on point. All right, 2 on point here. Got to win this team fight. Maga gets a stun off his jump. Oh, and a big kill off of taking out Alari's ult. You see Mela on the Sombra, gets
Another
the
good
Juno. Troublemaker goes down.
Where's Genji?
Opposite Sombra goes down. Tomas goes down. Everyone's going down. Darkrai, so close.
Did he get it?
Oh, Genji uses
Flex.
blade,
Yep.
gets out. Troublemaker not able to touch point.
So close.
Huntsville, 1 round away.
Good move on Mela though, switching it up though. Looked like that worked out very well for that one engagement.
Knowledge is its own reward.
Big round.
CSU
Everything is
knows.
on the line here for Charleston Southern.
CSU knows what they have to do here. They know how much this next round means. If they lose this round, it is all over. And the conference championship goes to UAH. So Huntsville knows that as well. I mean, here's the thing, is that all that pressure's on Huntsville now. So we're going to see here,
Early
sticking
hack on
with
the health back. Comes out, gets the pillar out early. Gets kills on the Sombra. That's a big thing. It's a little bit random which is the starting map. This is much more in favor for CSU. Blade comes out. 2 go down from here for CSU early.
Darkrai's out by himself a little bit here, trying to get back.
Looks like Huntsville will cap the point here early.
You're mine now.
See them group up here. Let's see them group up. Let's see them try to make a play here.
Mela goes down.
Genji once again.
Maker going with Ash.
Okay. Have not seen Ash pretty much all night.
Bob is very powerful on this control point. When he's able to get down in there, get him in the crevice especially. But Maga at that high ground, very dangerous. Oh. Okay, able to get the kill on the Sombra.
Genji's right in front of him here, see if he can actually keep him away from his back line. He's running.
Ella's on the Genji now. Try to counter.
Genji's down.
Oh, Juno getting close, and Juno goes down. Genji goes down.
And CSU will take point here. They got a little bit of ground they have to make up here. 64%. We do have several of them really close to their ultimates. 95, 91, 95 again.
Next fight's going to be a huge ult fight. We're seeing now Alari coming out for Tomas.
We're going to see if Mela's Genji can counter his opponent's. That could be just what they're going for, so you can keep up and try to fight along.
Yeah. Oh, gets a kill on the Alari.
Immediate 4v5 here.
Darkrai goes down. Minefield kills the Genji. That sucks, being caught in the cage fight, but the Maga's just not caring.
So much beef. He has all of the beef. Look at that.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, CSU's going to hold this point still. 5-player kill streak for Mela. Darkrai's back in it. 12-8 right now.
They should right now be able to get at least tied up here, 64-64.
Nail Blade online. We've seen it already from Opal Bison, how dangerous that can be when used correctly.
And Ash is up here all the way at the top here. Ooh, almost gets a pick.
Ash.
Ooh, good pick right there.
Oh, Nano Blade is coming out.
Yeah, definitely needs to get back. He does go down though.
Yeah, Jared goes down.
We did see
Maga's almost down. So that's just gonna. Hey, that is good. You push him away, allow your guys to get all charge. As long as you keep him away from the point, you're fine.
Now,
Darkrai
have any help? Does he have any assistance?
a very risky play.
Now it's down. It's down to overtime now. This is really dangerous here
Troublemaker goes down.
This might be a wipe here. You need to get back. You need to recover. You've got a little bit of breathing room. Just regroup. All they have to do is make that one final push. Now the only thing they have to
They will get the kill on the Genji.
That's a huge. That is.
They will get the kill on the Sombra. Both DPS down.
You can hear him telling us, go. Now they have to take out the tap.
get the kill on the Juno. Yes, they will.
Juno's down. What's left?
Nick will go down, but Moira takes out the Ilari. There goes the Maga.
Oh, and the Genji's back. Genji's back.
It's a 2v2 right now. Troublemaker goes down.
Gets the kill here. Season reads. Oh, nice knock up on Genji there. He's going to get shredded, though. He's got to be careful with that. There's 99 and 99.
Oh.
Wow.
Kasumi Rush comes out.
This might
Raptor uses ult. I think this is it.
This might be it,
This might be
unfortunately,
it.
here for Huntsville.
And that's it. Oh.
And that is all she wrote, folks. That is a tough fight there.
That is it. Charleston Southern, disappointing 2 days of championship matches, falling. I don't know what is going on over there, but falling in both of them 4-2 respectively on each.
Yep.
A fantastic series, though.
Oh, absolutely. It was a nail biter. I mean, it really came down to the final play right there where they had the opportunity to get back in, but their front line was able to stay alive, and they had staggered deaths. So someone was able to at least trickle in throughout the entirety of that final confrontation, and they were able to push them out. So, I mean, all the respect to Huntsville. They did a great job. I think they had a great performance. Their Genji definitely, in terms of their team's MVP, I would say their Genji's the MVP in my book, just because the constant disruption to that back line. But also their Maga did an incredible job at being able to just be in the way.
Yeah.
Constantly just being unable to die, just refusing to die. So that way that their team could come back and push those points. Being able to have a little bit few more seconds to be able to come back and retake that point. So, I mean, it was a great showing by both teams. Even if CSU has taken a loss on this, they have to be proud of themselves. They did incredibly well. And I'll tell the same thing I told the Rocket League team last night, is that you guys see what you can do. And look at game 2, right? Mm-hmm. You could see exactly when they are synced up, how absolutely clean and not only clean, but dominant that they can be. So you have opportunity after opportunity to grow off of that all the way into the spring split. So they have a lot to look forward to, and they have plenty of opportunity to not only make for the spring split playoffs, but also to get into the tournament.
Yes. CSU's second place finish, the National Esports Collegiate Conference runs off of automatic bids if you win your conference championships, and then an overall point system. So Alabama Huntsville automatically has secured their spot in the national playoff in April. CSU still in a very great spot to make a last chance qualifier, assuming they don't win a spring championship.
Right. I mean, they did incredibly well over the regular season. Mm-hmm. I mean, it wasn't undefeated. It was near undefeated season. Right?
Near undefeated, only one loss, and that was via forfeit.
Right. However, that's a solid running. That's a solid, like, in terms of point accumulation, point accumulation throughout the split. They're in a very, very solid position. Mm-hmm. So they have a lot to look forward to. They obviously have a few things that they know that they're going to want to work on. However, they have they have a lot to sort of appreciate in how well they did.
Right. Like
Mela did an incredible job. Darkrai did an incredible job, I think, as a Hamtaro man here. It says Mr. Roly Poly. He had a very consistent performance in terms of knowing how to play his role. Get in, cause crowd control, cause disruption, and then get back out and allow his mercies to be able to heal him up, so that way he could keep doing that, keep disrupting. And when they were able to capitalize on that, he was able to knock up DPS and have proper follow through right then, because when he did it and he got delayed, they weren't really able to make as much out of it.
Right.
So being able to immediately have that follow up from his damage dealers was incredibly helpful when it worked. So hats off to CSU. Once again, tip of the hat to Huntsville. You guys did awesome. Congratulations on your championship. So. You deserve it, guys. Congratulations to you both. But hey, CSU's going to be back. They're going to be back next split, and I'm sure they have a lot to prove. They have a lot to work on, but it's going to be a good spring split. It's going to be fun.
This marks the end of CSU's fall season. We'll be back with both the National Esports Collegiate Conference and the Big South Conference in the spring. If you want to keep track with us, please follow us Instagram, CSU Bucks Esports. Dave, where can they find y'all?
You can find us at 8484 Dorchester Road, North Charleston, South Carolina, and you can find us at reforgegaminglounge.com. But hey, hold up, guys. Listen, guys, listen, you guys did awesome. You guys really did. We are proud as hell. You guys had a great performance for the championship. You also had, your point accumulation for this spring or this fall split has been awesome. So you guys are going to give everyone a hell of a run in next split. So, and you guys want to sit down and you guys want to chat? Anything at all? Or do you guys not?
I already talked, bro.
You already talked? Are you guys good? That's fine. That's fine. Everyone's welcome. But no, give it up, guys. For your team, you guys had an awesome team this year. They had an awesome team this split, and I'm sure, I guarantee, there's gonna be hell to pay come next split. I can tell you that. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in to the stream. We look forward to catching you guys next semester.
Peace out.
Their Genji was fucking insane.
Yeah, their Genji was crazy.
Like, he knew exactly. The first thing he would do is take out a DPS and Mercy. Like,
It took him a few games to finally get in.
No, congratulations, you guys. You guys did a hell of a match. We're lucky to have you guys here. You guys, it was a hell of fun.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Absolutely, guys. Like I said, coming from, what was it? I graduated from Coastal Carolina about in 2016, and their esports program was non-existent. And there was a guy named Josh who wanted to, same name, wanted to build it and really try to make a go of it. And I